This is what I mean. A player with good macro doesn't need to hit everything or be faker. If you have good recalls, good wave management, and good decision making, you can be 0 at 5. You're gonna do something for your team. This is how you're gonna climb.
What's going on, guys? Bizyze here, and into this video we are going to learn how to carry hard. The wave management, macro and rotation can still show you how you can also climb and carry very hard. If this is the first time on my channel, my name is Bizyze, and I will post on this channel videos that will make you better in League of Legends. So if you want to make sure 100% you don't miss out anything that's gonna happen on this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell plus like right now. I'm also a coach, and I already helped 3,150 people to get better and improve. As you can see right here, I got people from bronze to platinum, from platinum to grandmaster, from bronze to diamond. This guy, for example, he got from gold to master tier with my coaching. If you also want some free coaching for a limited amount of time, I give free OPGG reviews on my stream. All what you have to do is go on my stream, twitch.tv, Bizyze and follow the stream, say hi. I will see you in the
on mine.
On yours, yeah, on yours. So let's see how much damage. Oh, you did 14k, you did the most. I tumble. Wow, that was okay. Well, I didn't expect it, but okay. So good. So
that felt like an awful game. Like, I know it was bad, but compared to like my norm, I guess that was bad for me. I know it was bad, but
don't worry. Nora. Let's see. Okay, you should be able to see my screen right now, theoretically. Good. So we talked about the Conqueror, we talked about the TP. I think that the summon spell, the like TP in bronze is a bit iffy because you have to have a very deep understanding of the wave management to play with TP good. And anyways, in most of the cases, lane is the most important thing in the game. So probably Ignite until Gold 4 is a better choice, I think. Like Flash Ignite. Lane phase, I was actually very impressed with how you played. I really like that you were trying to... You see my screen, right? Or not?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Perfect. I was really impressed like how you played the lane phase. Very aggressive. Every time when you had Q, you walked up aggressively and you tried to hit it on him. You tried to push for level 2 as well here. This is good. You didn't play bad the lane phase. Yes, if you think about it, like, could have played better, as in, look at this. So Yorick is bad level 1, level 2, and after level 3 he's better. So this Q, instant, beautiful. Beautiful. And then you can also like walk up right here and try to like zone him with your auto attack. Of course, you don't want to trade too much into these minions, but if you're gonna auto attack him once and then back off like this, it would be very, very good to use your passive auto attack here. Then the moment we are getting the Q back off, what should you be doing right here, Nora? The moment you have your Q back off and you know that the Yorick is until level 3 kind of weak.
Like harass them some more.
True. What is the worst thing that you can do right here? The worst thing ever. The worst thing.
Like have him just like auto the minions?
Yeah, let him auto or back off. Like look at your clicking right now. You're like, oh, but I'm scared. Yeah, of what? We have our Q, he's level 1. Okay, but I'm scared. I'm like, okay, I'm scared. Yeah, but why? Why am I scared? Like, okay, but I'm scared. You see how many clicks back he's doing?
Yeah.
And then here you're queuing. True, good Q, good attempt. But should have used it like 3 more times here if you were like more aggressive. Super important. Okay. We need to get more aggressive in the lane phase. But this is the smallest problem we have. Like overall lane phase, I would say we have other things that we need to think more about. This is good. You're pressuring. This is good. You're getting the farm, then you walk up and you go on him with the WQ. Good. If you have a matchup where you can jump on him, you can also go for the E. But W level 2 is also okay. Like it just depends on the matchup. Okay. Then we push. Beautiful. And here, this wave is slow pushing into them. So we're gonna play it slow, try to poke him. And when this wave is gonna go into the tower, we're gonna need to make a play then. So right here, I told you, hey, you can go for a ward right now. Why did I tell you that at this specific moment in terms of how is the wave positioned right now, right here?
It's gonna crash into his wave.
True.
Or tower.
So how does this help?
It buys me time.
Exactly. So if you go for a ward right now, he's not going to be able to react to like go. I mean, if the jungle is there, he's not going to be able to. I mean, he can give up all of the wave, but you're going to see him like tanking everything and going like this. You have a lot of time to go for a ward. But also here, I told you, hey, if you go for a ward, you can go for a ward right here, which is a very good ward. Or you can also go for a ward that can be better because it protects you from more things, which is... This is good. This is good in the middle of the brush. But I would put it right here, a bit deeper. Based on what should we base how deep the word is, in your opinion?
Just enough to see like that entrance.
True.
From the.
But what if you can't word deep and you go like this, or maybe you can word here? Like on what you want to base how deep you want to word after you push? Because you can word here. Or you can just word here.
Like how much time you bought yourself because you pushed the wave.
True. And how do you know how much time you bought yourself? Based on what?
How well you managed your wave.
Okay. Right here, if we have a small wave, how much time we have to go to the river compared to if we have a big wave, like more than 6 minions?
You can't ward as deep if you have a small
Exactly. So
wave.
the bigger the minion wave is, the more you can go, the more deeper you can go for ward. Now we have a kind of big wave, so you can definitely go. I wouldn't go for this one, it's a bit too much overkill. I would just go for this one, like not in the brush, but just a little bit more like here in the middle, because if jungle comes like this, you see him. If jungle comes like this, you see him. So you're just safe. But here I told you something even more complex. I said, hey, you crash the third wave into the tower, you can recall. But why did I tell you can recall at this point in time? Because it's just level 3. Why? Why here?
Get, an item advantage.
True. So this is the advantage of the recall here. What else?
By the time you come back, the wave will have I think meet in the middle, like reset.
Okay, how do you know?
Because I pushed it to the tower, so by the time he's done clearing it and I'm back, it should be like I should be arriving by the next wave.
Okay, and what happens if, for example, this is our wave, it's crushing into the tower, and by the time that it crashes into the tower, it's a big wave, so then the next minion wave is gonna meet with our wave that we just crushed. So it's not gonna meet in the middle.
Okay.
So what is gonna happen then?
He's gonna freeze it. Or try to.
Okay, let's take a look at this. So let's try to visualize this. So we have a big wave, we crush it into the tower. So a big wave crashed into the tower right here. We crush it into the tower. And then now Yorick is in the tower right now. Okay, let's see. So Yorick is in the tower. You crush the big wave into the tower. So if you crush this big wave into the tower, the next incoming minion wave that is right here into the first tower and right here into our first tower, where is it gonna meet closer? To our tower or to their tower? Based on our minion wave.
Into their tower.
True. So if this wave is gonna meet closer to their tower and we have a huge minion wave which crashed, which means this wave right here that is coming is gonna meet our wave right here and it's gonna stop, it's gonna delay the wave being in the middle. Because if this wave wasn't here, that's when the waves meet in the middle. But if this big wave is in the tower, what happens with this wave?
It'll be on closer to their tower.
True. So what will happen after? Where is the wave gonna push into?
Toward me?
True. Towards you. Okay. Because if the wave stops for a second, then the wave is gonna like be here and it's gonna build up here. So then our wave that is coming from base will have to travel a long time to get here. But then when it's gonna come here, all of the minions are already dead. So it's gonna push into us. So in simple terms, what we want to know is that after crashing a big wave into the tower or a medium wave in the tower, the wave is going to come into you. The next wave, this wave right here that is coming from his base, is going to come into you. So not only that you can get a good recall right here to buy something, and he doesn't have time to recall because he would have to push to his wave and the next wave to crush it so he can recall, but also this wave is coming into you. So this would be good for you. This would be beneficial. So recalls like this you can always do. This is called the cheater recall. The worst thing when you can do cheater recall is if he's very low HP. Because yes, if you're recalling, you're gonna get very good items and waves coming into you. But if you know that you have a consistent, guaranteed, reliable way of killing him into the tower, cheater recall is a very bad strategy. You should prefer a kill. But if you know you're not gonna kill him, like in this case he's full HP, so let's be honest, you're not gonna kill him into the tower. That's why I told you, hey, let's crash this wave because it's in a bad position and let's go for the cheater recall. So that's when we do cheater recall, when we know that 1, we can't get a kill on him or pressure or plates, and 2, when we have enough gold to buy a decent item. And then here you recall, And why did I tell you, hey, don't TP right away. Look at the wave first and then choose to TP. Why did I tell you that?
I wasn't going to lose as many minions as I thought I was by getting there super fast.
True. So we learned that in League of Legends, the decisions are based on information and on variables. As in, you can't choose to TP on top lane if you don't really watch first and click there to see the wave state. You need to see the wave state, and of course if he has a huge wave about to crush in like the next 5 seconds, instantly TP. If you're about to lose more than 6 minions, instantly TP. If you're about to lose like 2 minions, 3 minions, you don't need to TP. You see, you didn't even look, and that's
I was about to.
exactly. And I was like, no. And this is big because this is also in the later stages. When you take a decision, you wanna look there. Like for example, you are going mid lane right now. Okay, you kill him. After you kill him, you can go mid or you can push. But how can we decide here on the best decision? Let's see.
By unlocking and checking mid.
Exactly, because here you're like, okay, but I'm going. Yeah, true, but then you're not looking. And some people will say, yeah, but I have the minimap, I'm looking. True, but the minimap doesn't tell you, are they low, are they full, are they backing off, are they pushing in, did they use the flash in, did they use the Heimerdinger E? The minimap just tell you that they're there. So this is why here, when you're looking there, and you're seeing, oh shit, darkness, I don't see anything, so why am I here in the first place? You see? So here, usually you wanna rotate like this, because you have push the wave on bot lane, and you have rotate mid lane. If you know that you have a reliable way to kill them on mid lane or burn something, you should always consider moving there, even though sometimes you would have to give up some minions. If it's a close fight to you, you can consider giving up the minions. In this specific case, you have to look there to see how low they are, and based how low they are and how close they are, you can move or not move. But remember, if you have ulti or not, this also increases your chances significantly.
Right.
Now you don't have ulti, so it's like iffy. Of course, it doesn't mean you're never gonna go there with ulti, without ulti. Sometimes if they are very low HP, they are pushing the tower like stupid and you don't have ulti, you still wanna move. So when should you know you wanna move on mid, when should you not know? Well, first you wanna look at the mid lane to see how guaranteed the fight is, how reliable, how much HP they have, and based on how much HP they have and how close it is to you, if you have ulti, proto belt or flash or resources, enough damage to kill them, you have to think, hey, is this an 80% guaranteed kill, or I can burn something? And if you're not sure, you're like, not really, they're backing off, it's usually better to get farm, chill if you're not sure. Like in this case, for example, I'm not sure, I don't see anything. Like, okay, maybe I'm killing someone, maybe I'm not, I don't know. So,
I think if this kept going, I probably would have chased them and probably died under tower or something, trying to kill. So, so here, I know I'm closer, but I was super close to mid lane. What if I just teleported to the top wave and try to get the top tower? Would that just be
at this exact point, right?
Wave?
At this exact point?
After this.
Let's see.
After this one.
So, boom. Right now, right.
Where I see them, they're back off.
Here.
So would it make sense to just teleport top and just mega shove it?
Okay, so you mega shove it. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Someone kills me up there.
Okay, good. So the answer is, if you know where is everyone and you see like 4 people bot lane and let's say one is dead and you're like, okay, I'm gonna TP top, I know where everyone is, I'm gonna take the tower, recall and play from there, I will be like, yeah, you can. But the question is, do you know where everyone is on the map? Because if you're gonna use TP, so which is 6 minutes cooldown, when you don't know where is Yorick, you push one wave, but then boom, Yorick is here. I'm like, okay, push for one wave. And you TP'd, commit TP for one wave. Is it worth? I don't know if it's worth. This is why Ignite is usually better, because Ignite is, one, easy to use, easy to execute, and you can carry more games in low elo. But the short answer in this play is no, we couldn't really TP unless we knew where is Yorick, where is Heimerdinger, where is MF, where is... You knew where is MF, you knew where is Heimerdinger, but you didn't know where is Yorick. Yorick could have just showed up there.
Okay.
Super important. But great question. That helps me to see how you see the game. Okay. Good. 700 wave management. Let's see what was the wave management right here. Okay, here. Okay.
I messed up a lot under my tower.
Good. So you came back in the lane, and now, as I said, the wave is coming into you. You recalled, and he couldn't really recall. He will push the wave close to, like, into you right now because of the, like, why is this wave pushing into you?
What was the question? Like, why is it pushing into me?
Yeah. So I said that this is pushing into you. Why is it? Am I wrong, or why is it pushing into you here?
From what I can see, is my cannon has less health, maybe?
Okay, but what if they have the same amount of HP? What is the middle of the wave? The middle of the lane?
Oh, it's closer to his tower.
Okay, so this is pushing into who?
Him.
Into him? Because?
Oh, his wave is pushing towards me. Sorry.
True, but why?
Because it's closer to his tower.
Exactly. So it's closer to his tower, which means what?
It's gonna push out.
Exactly, it's gonna push into you slowly. So this is good for you. So now what should you be doing right now? Knowing that you have more items, wave is coming into you, you're very happy. What should you be doing at this point?
I could recall.
Okay, what can you buy here?
I think I can buy either boots, a ward, or...
So who needs the recall more, you or him?
Him, because he has low
Him,
mana.
exactly. He needs the recall. We
Oh,
don't
I
want to recall.
shouldn't.
You shouldn't, exactly. You want to be like, hey, I can recall. Yeah, but he needs this recall. I mean, he's low mana. He didn't recall. I did, so I have more items. So I'm like, do I need the recall? It's like you're full HP and he's low HP, and you're like, I want to recall. I mean, you can recall, but if he's lower HP than you, there's no reason to recall because you can do something in the lane. So here it's good that you stay. You want to make sure you punish him because all what he wants to do is he wants to go recall, but he can't go recall if he doesn't clean up this wave. Nila, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, buddy. So now he needs to push the wave really hard and then recall. So what you should do is that you should prevent him from doing that, which is very good. This is nice, and then you should E instantly. Very good. He is screwed right now because he has no mana. Wave is coming into you. This is Christmas for you because now he's gonna lose all of these minions. It's very, very good for you. So you can set up a freeze very soon. But what is a freeze, Nora?
It's when you have, for me, if I'm freezing it, I have a lot of red minions. They're his minions that'll eat up my minions, so
True.
he can't get that.
So how many minions? Because, for example, like we can say we can have 10 red minions against 9 blue minions, or we can have 10 red minions against 1 red minion. Like, how many more, or how do we decide, or how?
I think it's 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Like extra.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many should we have here? We have 6 here as well on the incoming minion wave. Remember this. See you later, Hara. See you later.
Extra, so I would have to like kill minions to
How many?
keep it there.
So usually a freeze is
6.
good if they have 4 minions extra because you can keep it for a long period of time here. So how many minions do we need here?
We need 10 minions. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So we need 10 into the name wave. This is 6, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So how many do we need to kill? We have 12 here.
I need to kill...
So let's think about it. So we have, right here, we have 6 minions. How many minions do we need into the enemy wave to be a freeze?
We need 4.
4.
So
4. This
10.
is, again,
So
6
2 we need
minions
to
here.
kill.
True. Exactly. So you want to kill 2. But why is it bad to have a huge wave here? Why is it bad?
It'll kill my minions too fast.
Exactly. So this is why you wanna play like this. This is good. You just trim the wave, and now he's gonna lose the minion. This is good. This is a freeze. The disadvantage though is that you're a bit low, so when he's gonna TP and come back in the lane, he will try to prank you. So yes, on the short term he's gonna lose a lot of minions, but on the long term you're gonna be chunked. So be very careful when he returns in the lane. Right here, you wanna make sure you only stay until you're able to be killed by him. in that case you just recall and TP, or you just press the shop and you want to watch how much gold do you need for a ideal component, and it can be 1050 to get Hex Alternator, or it can be 850 to get your blasting one. But here, since you freeze, you want to know, hey, I'm freezing, yes, he's losing, but I'm low HP, he's gonna TP, so I can't stay here for too long. So what I can do is either I'm gonna stay here until I'm low HP, and when I'm low HP I'm gonna go into the tower, press B and TP, or I'm just gonna stay until I have pretty good gold so I can get some significant items, and then I'm gonna recall. Here you should have stayed until 1050. Like 1050 you should just recall for Alternator, and the worst thing you can do is fighting, because he just came from base, you froze the lane, you had low HP, so you had tempo, he had tempo lead, meaning that he was one step forward with you, because he did recall, you didn't. Yes, you froze the lane, so he's behind in XP, but now the worst thing that you can do is to fight. So what we should have done is that now you should just not fight, let the wave to come into the tower, take it, and then instantly recall when the waves are going to come in the middle. Okay. So that's what we should have done.
So they're just kind of just back off if it crashes.
Yeah, back off, no reason to trade unless you know you can kill him, no reason to trade because he has an item lead. So if the wave is coming into you, back off, chill, take the wave into the tower, and after all of the wave is dead, you can consider recalling and TPing back, because you have to recall. You can't stay with 1.2k gold in lane since he already recalled. And here we TP because we're about to lose a lot of minions. Super important. Okay. Beautiful. 11. Let's see 11 here. Okay, here. Why did I tell you, hey, you can stay? Why did I tell you that? Aren't you too low? What was the reason here? What was the thought process?
Tuesday was because he will destroy my tower, take my tower.
Exactly. So, but some people will say, yeah, but you're low. Aren't you gonna die?
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, what's the reason why you had to stay? Because you know he takes your tower, but if you know you're gonna die, then you shouldn't really stay. So the rule of thumb is, you can sometimes grid to stay into the tower to get the experience of the minions if you know you're not diveable. There is a difference if you have 40 HP, and there's a difference if you have 400 HP. Yeah, you can say, okay, but at 400 I'm also not healthy. True, but that doesn't mean you're really low. If you have 400, then you know he can't completely dive you into the tower, get the kill and leave. You can consider to stay one more wave, just to get the XP. If you have 40 HP, obviously, even if you're gonna lose the tower, you don't wanna give him a free kill. But in this case, you had 370 HP, which means you could have stayed. The problem is that we walked a bit too forward, and we were also like here, only experience, no reason to walk up, no reason to get these minions. Back off, chill, and you only walk up for the cannon with the Q. And then here, you shouldn't go on the right angle like this, because this little I think his name is Maiden. Maiden, yes. He has this range, so if you just back on this angle, it's gonna be better.
Okay.
How much is your coaching? You need to coaching for any lane, any champion levels. And thank you for the follow. Any lane, any champion. I do absolutely coaching from bronze to challenger.
I will do, like, let's say I didn't E back and I was able to kind of like dodge and weave in and out of my shroud. I would sometimes like press R onto them and just kind of zigzag.
I see. Yeah, the problem here is that, well, in this case, if you know there is a chance that you're gonna die here, you should just look to like play safe, Q the cannon minion, then back off. Using your ultimate, it's something fancy, but you wanna avoid being fancy and playing this outplay, faker caps play style, instead of doing what's the guaranteed, reliable, easy play that will mostly work. Because if you play for outplay, your win rate is usually gonna be, I don't know, 50%. Yeah, exactly, 50%. Because sometimes you'll work, you're gonna be faker. Sometimes you're like, I missed this, and you don't wanna. You wanna have a playstyle that will work majority of the games.
Okay.
Without you being faker mechanically. And now you're going here. Let's see. There's a play here. 11-0-0. I said. Okay, this is the play when we. I see. This is when we died here. And then, let's see, he's gonna get the tower. This is very unfortunate. Perfect. Then you go to top lane. You try to catch the wave. The game plan right here changed because now you just want to play safe. You didn't win the lane phase, unfortunately. So, there is that. And then here, you're like, okay, but I need to ward. Well, approximately right now, let's look at, so we care about Yorick and we care about the enemy jungle. So Yorick is on the lane. Okay, Yorick is pushing. Okay, where is Yorick right now?
Probably backing.
True. So right now he's backing. So right now, if an Iron player asks you, hey, are you in danger right now?
No.
No. Are you gonna be in danger in the next 20 seconds while you're like here and you're pushing?
No.
No. True. But why?
I know Amumu is there.
True. You see Amumu, you see Pantheon, and you know Yorick, I mean, you're not gonna ward here for Yorick, because you know he's recalled. So here, you don't want to ward in League of Legends just because, okay, but I have 2 words, I need to ward. Yeah, I mean, if you're not gankable, or if you see where is the enemy jungle, don't need to ward. If you're not in any danger. Of course, as you saw in the lane phase, if you have a good timing and you pushed all of the way into the tower and you're planning to play more aggressive in the lane, yeah, go for a ward first. But if you're not planning to play more aggressive or do anything crazy, you don't necessarily need to go for a ward. So what I mean is that the fact that you have a lot of words or very few words doesn't mean that you're doing it good or you're placing it when you're supposed to place it. So the stats might lie to you sometimes. This is what I wanna say. Neil 80, thank you for the follow. Nameless, thank you for the follow. Welcome, guys. Hope you will enjoy your time here. Welcome, guys. If I can help you with anything, let me know, guys. Perfect. So let's see next one. Okay, here you killed him. Beautiful. You pushed. Good, Nora. That's super good. You pushed. You killed. Push. Very, very, very good. And then here, you pushed another wave because it was close to you and Yorick just respawned. Usually, you had the proto belt even before the pushing the wave. So theoretically, you should have looked to recall a little bit faster. Practically, it's not that bad that you pushed fast. One more because Yorick just respawned at the time when you started pushing the wave. So you could have just get the extra wave. Now, you just want to recall. You can't really get the tower. Again, the reason and the first thing that we're gonna fix to go towards silver and then gold is exactly what you did here. So even though I coached you and maybe not all of the things are gonna show in this game because I helped you a lot, your patterns, I will still see your clicking. Like I see the clicking at level 1, if you remember. That one is gonna instantly tell me what you're doing really wrong and what we need to fix as fast as humanly possible. For example, now, a gold player will know, hey, Yorick is around here. I can't push the tower. Yes, I can get a plate, but if I'm gonna get stopped of my recall, I'm screwed. Maybe enemy jungle is right here. All what I wanna do is push the wave and then recall right onto the brush. So you're clicking right here. Look at this. This right here.
Oh yeah.
Like this is huge mistake. It's subtle, but it shows me that, hey, but she wasn't thinking about that. True. So what does this mean?
Like
this means
no urgency.
Exactly, no urgency. We didn't really kind of track the enemy jungle and we don't know when to recall. And recall timings and wave management, by far the most important things in bronze and silver. This is what I already have a list with all of the things we need to fix for high gold. We have a list and I'm going to give you some grades. Okay, here you said, okay, I'm going to go top lane because I'm a main top lane. Of course I'm going to go top lane. I said, no, you don't need to go top lane. Why did I tell you that here?
Well, there's no reason. Well, there's no vision. I mean, there's no vision. My lane is all the way pushed up.
True. So your lane is like, okay, it's gonna take a long time until you're gonna. 30 seconds. I mean, if he wants to push and pressure the inhibitor. I mean, okay, if you have the tower right here, of course you're gonna go because he's pushing the tower. But now, what is he pushing? The inhibitor. So then you can go mid. You have a lot of time to go mid, and that's completely fine. You have lots of time to go mid lane. You can go towards mid lane. And then here, I told you, hey, keep looking on bot lane because you might be looking to TP. And first of all, you want to look to TP on a spot where you know there is no chance for them to really do anything in terms of how they can react. So I told you to TP behind them. But my question is, why can we TP and we're not scared of losing anything on top lane at this point in time?
Because of the like the distance the wave has to travel. There's a lot of time. Exactly.
Of course, if he's pushing the inhibitor right now and he's right here and you're TPing bot, that's int. Because you're just gonna lose probably Nexus here. But now, what Yorick was here. So you have a lot of time, get the pentakill here, and then just go. Yes, some people will say, but she didn't have ulti. I mean, true, but you were so behind, so much more behind them, that even though the fact that you didn't have ulti still guarantees the call. Usually, you want to avoid making aggressive roams or decisions that like involve you into big fights if you don't have ulti. But sometimes if they are either very overextended or very low, and you can get something really reliable there, like in this case, you can do it. So this play, you see, this was a triple kill for your team. This was really good. They killed 3 people and you're 1-3. So just with good macro, this is what I mean. A player with good macro doesn't need to hit everything on Akali or be faker on Akali. If you have good recalls, good wave management, and good decision making, you can be 0-5. You're gonna do something for your team. This is how you're gonna climb. Because first of all, the most important thing is understanding how you can win your lane and have a lead. But most of the people know how to play from 10-0. But what you need to also understand is that you're not gonna be carrying every single game no matter what. Because we're humans, we're gonna lose the lane. But what you need to have is that you need to be a champ even from when you're losing. Because if you're carrying when you're 10-0 and completely useless when you're 0-5, you're not gonna win too much.
For those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARAMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it. Coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time auto-piloting and not learning anything, if you run into a circle for a long time, if you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management, maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game, maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro, and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach. Or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks, or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.